What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video I will show you the answer of Roza Tawil on the motion to dismiss that was filed previously. And I have to say that, as you might know, English is not my first language, and that's why I have to read all the documents very thoroughly in order to understand all the details. And because of this, I can explain you with the simple words what is this document about. And on top of that, I will show you the latest updates on MMTLP and FINRA saga from John Burda and Roger James Hamilton. So let's start with this document. As you can see, this document was filed a couple of days ago on February the 8th, and it has 17 pages in it. But the main document is only 10 pages, and I highly recommend you to read this document from the very beginning till the very end, because it is not so difficult to understand what does it mean. And let me start with the summary. So, as of date of this filing, 60 days have lapsed since the defendant halted trading on the Meta Series A preferred share, and not a single shareholder has received NextBridge Hydrocarbons shares. This main statement shows that we are still at the place where we were at the very beginning of December, and nobody knows what to expect next. Then Roza Tawil shows that CEO of OTC markets, Cromwell Coulson, was also involved in some potential illegal activity, because in his series of tweets he admitted that there was a short position in MMTLP, and let me quote you this. The method suggested by the CEO of OTC Markets, who has a financial interest in reducing obligation for holders of short position, will, first, not require short position to close their contractual obligations, because short positions can be held on public companies, thus benefiting parties acting in concert. And second, violate the intent and mission of NextBridge Hydrocarbons, publicly reporting private company. And it is really important, because no one can hold a short position on a private company, and it is one of the biggest issue of the naked shorters that were trapped during the trading halt. So let me quote further. As it stands, shareholders cannot hold a shareholder meeting, hold an emergency meeting, or seek direction from a board of directors, because shareholders cannot be ascertained. And this is another evidence that all the existing shareholders who held the MMTLP share, or even held an TRCH share back in the days, they don't have any tools to fight against this illegal activity, rather than to file the lawsuit, and Roza Tawil does an amazing job with this lawsuit. So let me quote you further. Right here you can find the information that in motion to dismiss, FINRA stated that the Florida court doesn't have enough power, doesn't have enough jurisdiction to work on this case. But Roza stated that this court does have enough jurisdiction to push this case forward. And let me quote you this about the absolute immunity, and it is, in my opinion, extremely important. The defendant serves two functions. First, as a self-regulatory organization to promulgate it and enforce rules governing the conduct of its members. And second, as a billion-dollar private investment organization whose net income in 2021 was $1.4 billion, with 90% of assets being cash and investments, and whose CEO received a salary of $3.12 million in 2020. Because of the duality of the function of regulatory agency and private business interest, such as investment interest in trading volume and market activity, courts should review the pertinent conduct and determine whether the conduct was protected by immunity claims. And courts must examine the invocation of absolute immunity on a case-by-case basis. And because of this statement, because it is basically a commercial organization which needs to be profitable, definitely it might be some kind of conflict of interests. And that is why, in my opinion, and in opinion of Roza Tawil, definitely she is much more knowledgeable than I am, this cannot be stated as the total immunity of FINRA against any lawsuits. And let me quote you further. Number 3. Claims are not moot until NextBridge is issued to shareholders. And the defendant claims that plaintiff's claims are moot. And further, Roza Tawil explains the discrepancy that I covered several times in my previous video about the deletion of the symbol and about the U3 halt code. And because of this discrepancy in their own documents, we cannot make a conclusion that the claims are moot. We can clearly see the discrepancy in their own documents, and probably this leads to the conclusion that their actions are fraudulent, and you cannot rely on FINRA as the regulator whose main function is to protect investors, because with this action you can clearly see that FINRA is hiding something. And this is extremely important, not for our case, but for the entire stock market and for the entire US economy. And that's why, in my opinion, all of us should do our best in order to push this case forward, in order to spread this information and in order to win this battle at the end. So let me quote you further. The defendant has not deleted the symbol and the exchange process has not been resolved due to the unreconciled outstanding short contracts acknowledged by the CEO of the OTC markets, where the symbol was trading until the defendant's halt. Until shareholders can be ascertained to exercise shareholder rights or until next breach hydrocarbons has been issued, the case and controversy is very much alive and requires judicial intervention to protect a plaintiff shareholder due to the lack of transparency from defendant's action as an investor and regulatory entity. For the foregoing reasons, plaintiff respectfully requests this court deny the defendant's motion to dismiss. And in my opinion, judge has to make his own decision and has to push this lawsuit forward to the court, because only in this case we will see the results, the real results for thousands of investors in MMTLP and for hundreds of thousands investors, retail investors for the entire US markets. So, and let's continue with the John Burda's official Twitter. Right here you can find even more information, and he reposted this tweet 10 hours ago and he wrote, quite possibly the best video I've seen yet on the huge naked short issue. An incredible job, Roger James Hamilton. I invite everyone to spend an hour and check this out. And here's the original tweet made by Roger James Hamilton, the CEO of GNS company, and he wrote, here's the full eye-opening video of how Share Intel and BinanceNet are tracking naked shorts and how Wall Street is hiding it. And he also published the link, and he added, only when the tide goes out do you discover who's been swimming naked, Warren Buffett. And this video is very interesting, you have to watch it, because you can find even more information if you don't know how long illegal naked shorting exists on the market. So I think that's it for now. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up.